Good morning, students. I am Damodaran, Faculty of Computer Science Department. Today, let us going to see about inheritance in Java. These are all the topic we are going to cover in this session. What is inheritance? What are all the types of inheritance available in Java? And what is the use of inheritance? Finally, we are going to see a small example in this topic. Inheritance. It is one of the OOPS concept. In all the object-oriented programming language, inheritance is inevitable. Without inheritance, we are not able to achieve code reusability. So inheritance is very, very important. That is the important topic in OOPS concept. Even it is C++, Java or PHP. Inheritance is very much important for code reusability. What is inheritance? Creating a new class from an existing class, or you can say acquiring the properties and functionality of the base class into the derived class is known as inheritance. In simple, we can say inheritance is nothing but a class which acquires the property of base class, that is called inheritance. Because of that, we can achieve the code reusability. Then some terminology in Java is in inheritance is the base class is called as, the existing class is called as parent class or super class or base class, and the new class we are going to create is called as child class or derived class or subclass. Then why we need inheritance? As I told earlier, we want to reuse the code so that we can decrease the size of the code, we can decrease the size of the program, so that we can create efficient code by using our programming language. For that we need inheritance. Another one thing is method overriding. The function with the same name and same signature in the parent class and in child class is known as method overriding. This is available in Java, not in C++ also. So that we can create a function with the same name in more than one subclass also. That is called as overriding. It gives runtime polymorphism. We can achieve runtime polymorphism by using this method overriding. So the inheritance help us to achieve polymorphism, that is method overriding, and you can decrease the size of the code because of the code reusability. Then what is syntax for inheritance in Java? For each programming language which support inheritance, it use different syntax. In Java, we are using this extends keyword for inheritance. This is the syntax for creating the class, the class name, that is the subclass name. We are going to create a new subclass, that is that subclass name. Extends is the keyword. This is the keyword used for inheriting the base class. And next thing is superclass. This is the old class, or you can say this is the existing class, or you can say this is the parent class. Within these braces, you can create the code for subclass. In this class body, you can call the function or field of the base class. That means you can reuse the code of the base class. Next, what are the types of inheritance available in Java? In general, we have so many types of inheritance that is available in C++ also. We can say single inheritance, multiple inheritance, multi-level inheritance, hierarchical inheritance, and hybrid inheritance. First thing, what is single inheritance? Is a single base class derived by a single derived class. That is, a subclass has only one parent class. That is known as single inheritance. If the subclass has more than one superclass or more than one level of inheritance, that is known as multi-level inheritance. In this example, class A is inherited by class B, and the class B is inherited by class C. This is the subclass, inherit the superclass class B. Again, the class B is the subclass for class A. Now, this class A is the superclass for all these subclass. That is known as multi-level inheritance. And another thing, hierarchical inheritance. Combination of other inheritance types is known as hierarchical inheritance. Next, multiple inheritance is a single subclass has more than one parent class. See this diagram. This class A and class B is inherited by a single class subclass class C. This is multiple inheritance. You can say a single class inherit more than one parent class. That is called as multiple inheritance. But Java does not support multiple inheritance directly as like C++. C++ supports multiple inheritance directly, but Java does not support multiple inheritance directly. Instead of that, we have another one concept that is known as interface. We will discuss about interface in next class. And another one is hybrid inheritance. This is also like previous slide. It support more than one type of inheritance. It may be multiple. It may be the combination of multiple and multi-level inheritance. That is called hybrid inheritance. If you see the above diagram, this is called If you hide this diagram, this is called multi-level inheritance, because class A is inherited by class B is inherited by class C. So you can call it as multi-level inheritance. If you hide this class A, you can see this is as multiple inheritance, because class D inherit class B and class C also. This is called as hybrid inheritance. Then this is the sample example for inheritance. We know that class A followed by class name. The class name, and the code is started here. Then we are writing the function within the class. This is one class. Again we are creating another one class. This class name is animal. And again I am creating another one class that is called dog, which extends the base class animal. Now this newly created class is called dog, and the existing class is animal. Now the dog class inherit the class animal. So the animal is the super class and the dog is the derived class. We can also say it is the base class, it is the derived class. Now the dog class can use the functionality and the characteristics of the base class. Here in the dog class you can directly call the function it like its own class. So this is the advantage of inheritance. Here I have created another one function, that is bark. Here I have printed barking. Here I have printed eating. That's all. This is a sample example for inheritance. Here I have created the main function for executing the program. Here I have created an object for the derived class, not for the base class. Once if you create the object for the derived class, the base class object will be created automatically. So you have no need to create the base class object explicitly. Once you create an object for the derived class, the base class object also initiated or created automatically. Then this is the object name, this is the class name, this is also the class name. New is the keyword which is used for creating an or allocating a memory for the object. Here I have used this object for calling the function bar, which is available in the derived class, and I have called the function of the base class eat, which is available in the base class. That's all. It is a simple sample example for the inheritance. In general, inheritance is mainly used for polymorphism, for code reusability. We have so many types of inheritance, and we have seen the example for the inheritance. In the next class, we will discuss about the interface. Thank you, students.